Hey there. So this is OBS, and it's probably a little overwhelming right now because what I'm actually doing is capturing a capture of a capture of a capture. So that's why you see this long train of windows. Okay, so I am currently recording and capturing on my desktop. So you'll notice, you can see all of my icons down here. This is the program OBS, and what it has this view window. So whatever up here is what you would actually be recording or streaming. Down on the bottom is kind of how you the settings you need to figure out, which can be a little tedious. Okay, so if you're doing different types of recording or streams or something, like you want to do your WoW streaming versus editing videos, educational videos that require different properties, you can make different scenes. So on this bottom one, I literally just generically called something how to stream. And the way you add a scene is you just do the plus button and you title it, and there it is. Nothing more to it. Sources is where it gets weirder. So I have display capture happening right now because I have to have it open because that's the only way you're able to see my desktop. But what you have here are many options, and you can add your audio input and output. So if you have a microphone, or you need to figure out the settings on your internal mic and make sure it's capturing the correct audio sources, that's where you do here. If you want to capture your browser window, I haven't used that yet. I'm pretty sure that's what that does. So display capture is what I'm doing. So you click on it, and you can create a new one or add an existing one. If you want to retitle something, I usually just kind of keep it with defaults, just so I know exactly which one it is. I'm not going to press OK because I already have one, but you press OK and then you have one. So, okay, what else we got? If you want to just put a static image, probably a file. So if I press, right here, image file. So you would browse, your windows, etc. Let's cancel that. And I'm going to remove it just to keep it clean. What else we got? You can also right click, go to add. Text. So if you want to just not weirdly, but if you just wanted to put like text on your screen for whatever reason. So you see that on the top left of your screen. It's kind of ridiculous looking right now, but oh, morning cat. So I'm going to cancel that and delete it. Remove. Okay. What else? So window capture, I believe that's a specific window that you would be capturing. Window. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you can capture an actual window on, that is open. So these are all kind of executables that the computer is recognizing that's open. And one of the ones that I've used in the past would be 3D Paint. Sometimes you have to go back to the program and then back, and then it can show up. Let's go to match title. Sometimes it's wonky. Okay, let me show you a different way of doing that, because for some reason, sometimes some of these settings are a little confusing and they don't work the intended way as far as I can tell. If you go to game capture, okay, I'm just going to add a game capture 4. This is where I capture a specific window. So window capture, for some reason, I've not gotten to work for every executable. The window I want to get is paint. See, works every time. I don't know why window capture itself doesn't work, but go to game capture, and then they have a setting window. Capture a specific window, capture any full screen, capture foreground window with hotkey, things like that. So I don't usually change any of these defaults. You can invest in them if you'd like. I haven't found it necessary. So what you're probably seeing is an entire white screen that's all you're seeing right now. And if I go into Paint, my application Paint, and I actually say, hello, how are you doing? Then you have essentially a whiteboard now at your fingertips. I have a digital, drawing pen, so I can have more precision on that. But yeah, so this is, a really handy way of interacting with students in real time if you're streaming, but also in a recording video, you can just do some walkthroughs, etc. Another thing you can do I'm going to get rid of that. Okay. Another thing you can do, and the way I got rid of that just now is right here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can see this. These little eyeballs, I guess. It's visible, not visible. So now it's not visible because there's a line through it. So the way you could do, a PDF, I guess, there's maybe a better way of doing it. Maybe a window capture for a PDF viewer. I'm not sure. I've never done that. But because you're capturing your entire desktop, you can just pull up a PDF, right? Here's a PDF. And you can just go through the PDF, record yourself talking through it. If you have a digital pen of some sort, you can do stuff in real time. Like, hello, here's some squigglies on this plot. So, it's useful. But yeah, you should be able to because you're doing desktop capture, anything you're doing on your desktop is being seen as being recorded, which makes it a little bit scarier because you need to make sure there's nothing, no risky information that you want to get out. That's why I do like game capture, because it specifically captures one window that you want. So you don't have any, private information potentially like hanging out on your desktop that you didn't realize. But display capture will just display your entire, desktop. Okay, so audio mixer is where you can add your interesting audio information. I have an external mic, so you can see that it's working because you see the decibel changing and with my voice. If you want to get crazy and look under the hood a little bit, you can look at volume settings a bit more. It can be a little overwhelming though. Desktop audio, you'll notice that nothing's happening even though it's like on. It's because there's no audio on my desktop right now. But if I put a YouTube video on, you'll notice it's hearing it. So you can capture desktop audio if you'd like. Properties, I have you can do speakers, whatever's going through your headphones, things like that. You can change what is the audio device that you're trying to capture on the desktop. So yeah, so let's quiet him. Scene transitions I've never used. I've never had to do any type of editing in here. I wouldn't do editing in here, but people can, like, if you want to fade out and then fade into something new, go for it. Over here is what I actually clicked before I started talking. Start and stop recording. So right now it's recording because the only option is to stop it. This is where you would stream to like YouTube or Twitch or Mixer or something. Settings is what you would probably need to go over in the beginning before, because you'll want to make sure that your settings here are correct. So you need to make sure your output and your audio and your video are correct. And I will send you another video that talks about some settings, because there's not a lot, but you need to just make sure that they're appropriate for your setup. Right now I'm recording and it's going to make a .mp4 file, which is pretty useful it's just useful file format to upload. I think you can do .mov as well. So this is like, I don't know, 5-10 minute video. So it shouldn't be that large. I can upload it into YouTube within a few minutes, but I guess the real question is, can you upload this video to whatever platform or however you're going to get it to students? That is the real question. I believe YouTube has, you can list it as an unlisted video, which essentially makes it fairly private, because people would only need, they'd have to search for it explicitly, or you could potentially provide them with a link that, really mitigates the population of actually seeing it. If you don't care about populations, random people seeing it, then, upload it to YouTube. But, depending on how you can get it to the students, that'll vary. So, but this is Streamlabs, or OBS, not Streamlabs, OBS. I was just wondering what was going on. Yeah, these two panels over here are for streaming information. They link to my Twitch account. So, but yeah, hopefully this is helpful and you can make some fun videos and, maybe it'll be useful. So, Cool. I'm going to stop recording right now.